Here we are with another do-it-yourself video on how to make a Castlevania character from polymer clay. You're gonna need beige and brown. It's kind of the yellow and orange. I kind of mixed yellow and orange together to make a off color like that, and probably just try to look at your picture, your reference picture, and try to guesstimate the color as good as you can. You're not going to get it perfect probably, but get it close. There, I'm just starting with a couple hands. That's with the beige clay there. I use razor blades, X-Acto knife blades, needles and toothpicks work good for sculpting. This is just a quick time-lapsed video of how to do it. If I would have done it in full video, it'd be more like an hour and a half or so, because that's probably about what it took me to make it. They're just kind of doing the start of the face there, and then I'm just going to put those pieces to the side, and then just start on the bottom and work my way up. Just little Tetris shapes though. You get a little L shape there, little cube pieces, you know, and cut a notch out in the hands, you know, just every little piece. If you just pay attention to the detail of the piece, just do every little individual piece at a time, and then kind of piece it together like a puzzle. Then use your needle or toothpick, whatever you use, to seam them together good. That razor blade works great to square them up and give them a sharp edge. I usually use like Sculpty clay or Primo. You can use whatever polymer clay you like. Some people use that Super Sculpty and paint them. You can do it that way too, but this is the way I usually do them. They sell the individual color bricks. Man, like at Hobby Lobby, or you can get them online too, I suppose. You can get all that kind of stuff on there. Sizing up the thighs. Those are the shapes of the thighs. And you can always cut them down or add some to it. That's the nice thing about sculpting. If you cut them a little too short, you'd add some to it. Try not to cut them too short, because it's nice when you can just cut them right the first time. That roller I use is just like a glass slider for guitar. You can use whatever kind of roller you want. Like, for some reason, I don't think plastic would work as good as glass. If you can get a glass roller, I recommend those better, because they're like wood, and plastic just seems to stick to them too much. And if you got some really soft clay, sometimes that yellow can be really soft. And it gets sticky, so you want to have a good sharp blade. Just be careful. Don't cut yourself. Like the razor blades, those can be, you know, make sure you're not. The needle too, you can poke yourself with that too. Just be careful. The art can be dangerous. Just be really careful though, and then it's not that. As long as you take your time, you won't have any problems. It's starting to look like I'm making Hulk Hogan here, but I'm sure it'll get to looking good here pretty soon. Just, this video should be about 20 minutes. That's about all. 21 minutes, I think. And then it'll be done. See how you just do them individual shapes though, and then in between those you're gonna have the brown border, and that ties it all together. Yep, this is just a time lapse, watch and learn, so enjoy. Thanks. His left eye's looking a little big there. You know, he's cut him down though. Just cut a little bit off that. I'm pretty sure I will. Well, no, now it really doesn't. Now that you size it up. I'll probably shave a little bit off it by the time it's done. Yeah, the needle works pretty good to place the pieces in there. You just kind of touch them in place and then square them up with your razor blade or X-Acto knife blade. The brown border just goes around most of the piece. Ties it together. It'd look plain if you didn't have all three colors. Or you might look like Hulk Hogan. If you take the brown away, you might look like Hulk Hogan. Give him some yellow shorts. Just kidding. Yeah, this wasn't that tough of a piece. It wasn't. I guess it got a little intricate where it maybe in where you got into the torso area, but not so bad. None of these pieces ever turn out perfect, but you try to get as good as you can. Just have fun with it. It's not really. I do them for fun. Like if it gets boring or something, just take a break from it. I take lots of breaks. Yeah, see, it's not that hard doing that, and then you just square up your edges there, getting it good and straight. Or close. Like I said, you can't get it perfect. Not a copy machine. And And with clay, that'd be cool if you could do that, like a copy machine for clay. Yeah, well, that'd be like a mold, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like to do these kind of things. Different color. That's why art's always one of a kind. That's cool. That's a cool thing about it. Makes it more unique than just something that thousands of people have. If not millions. They mass produce so many of them things. I'm trying to make magnets and stuff that I really don't see very often too. Because I'd like to have it on my fridge. It's the best way, you know, make your own magnets. That's why it's a do-it-yourself video, just to show you how to do it. Clay can kind of be expensive too, but not too bad. Like those little bricks are like $2.75 a brick, and then like the pound bricks? They're like $8.99 at Hobby Lobby. At least that's what they are here. But yep, we're about at the torso here, working on that. Piece them in there, use the X-Acto blade to square up them edges, get it nice and straight on the top. Because every piece you put in, you want to make sure that they're not staggered. You want to have them straight across, unless they need to be staggered. But a lot of these, like your rows, you want to get pretty straight. Because if you start running off too bad, then the whole piece runs off. That tool right there is just a little X-Acto knife blade. Works really well for getting in there. That way you don't cut into your other pieces with like a longer blade. When you have a longer blade, it can, sometimes if you're not paying attention, you can cut into your other stuff. But yeah, just cut out rows and try to have them the same thickness. That's big. That's why I roll out them big pieces of clay. That way I try to keep everything the same thickness. It doesn't matter if it's a little off, because these pieces are all 3D. You're basically making 2D things go to 3D. just try to square them up as good as you can. We're getting up there past the torso a little bit. See, the area can start to get a little messy sometimes too. Kind of jumped a little bit there, but as you can see, I got the shoulder piece on and just attached the head and put the eye in there. We're getting close to finishing this piece up. Got about probably another 5 minutes. Like I was saying about the screenshots though, you could have him where he's got like some kind of weapon too. Like maybe his whip or whatever weapon you want to give him. Give him a chainsaw. No, I don't know. Do whatever you want. You can mash it up, do something else. This is just basically how to do the 8-bit Nintendo style. From part 1. Part 1 was probably my favorite of all 3 of those. Well, there was actually more once they went to other systems, but out of the Nintendo ones, I like part 1 the best. Simon's Quest was too hard. Then you had to go around talking to everybody. I remember that. Some of those games where you have to just hit the button and repeatedly keep listening to them. or it's not even, you're not even listening to them. You just have to keep reading their sentences, and it's like, when do I get to start whipping people in this game? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Simon's Quest was probably okay. I just didn't get into it as much as the original one. The original is usually always better, isn't it? Yeah, just getting the head done here. And for the seams and stuff, wiping it with the needle works really good. Just so it doesn't look so choppy. Like I'm probably gonna do that here soon in the video to show you. You just kind of wipe like the top of that head looks like a little choppy. So I'll use that needle and I'll clean up all them seams. About done though, just cleaning up the area. And that's what I was talking about. You just clean up those seams, wipe it with a needle, touch it a little bit. And then we're about done. Couple more seams there, and voila! Thanks for watching Blacktooth Claymation. Another do-it-yourself tutorial. Just one more piece I gotta put on there. Right there. like and subscribe. Thanks, I'm out.